Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to. If you are interested in enhancing your life through the use of powerful affirmations, subliminals, femininity chit chats, then this space is perfect for you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing life-changing videos. And in case no one told you today, I think you are beautiful and I love you. Now, ladies, let's get into this topic. Today's topic is going to be about the art of letting go, aka how to detach from things, people, places, situation, how to let go. Who is this video for? Everyone. People that find themselves finding it difficult to let go. Control freaks, the perfectionists, people pleasers, my fellow empaths, my codependents. This topic is going to be helpful for you on your journey. Now, like I said, everybody can benefit from something in this topic. Now, our inability to grow can sometimes be because of the things, people, places, habits, things that we ought to let go of, but we refuse to let go of. Most times because we don't have the strength, we don't have the capability of letting go of those things that we want to detach from. In this topic, not only am I going to have a little conversation about detachment, I'm going to give you a couple of focal points that you should all focus on when trying to detach. Now, here are a few things to understand. I feel like I am currently in a weird transitional space in my life. And, life is about cycles. You complete one cycle, you move on to the next cycle. You're always being tested on the last thing you learned. I feel like I've always had to reflect and learn things about myself. And in each phases of my life, I feel like the Most High reveals certain things to me. And, for that, I'm grateful. You get to see yourself at a different perspective. I'm making this video because at a point of time, like I said, I'm in this weird transitional phase in my life. I feel like I'm always in a weird transitional phase in my life, but I found myself constantly worrying. I kept trying to do things my way, and it felt like the more that I kept trying to do things my way, the more I kept messing up. When I made the decision to release control of the things that I genuinely cannot fix right now, I began to feel a little bit much better, and it just kind of reminded me and took me back to certain phases in my life where I've always had that problem with letting go. Ladies, here's the thing. We all have something that we are attached to. It might be something small, it might be something big, it might be something that impacts our life in a positive way, it might be something that impacts our lives in a negative way. Letting go just to let go will have you in the same spot again. And that's something that I've learned over the years in my life. When you say, I'm not going to think about it anymore, I'm not going to think about this anymore, it's not my problem anymore, out of sight, out of mind, there's no pretending here. There's hard work, there's dedication to self, there's perseverance, there's resilience, but there's no pretending. Yes, out of sight, out of mind, but that's just part of detaching. That's part of letting go of the things in your life. There is more to it than that. You have to do the work to release whatever it is that has a hold on you. And sometimes it's not going to be easy. It will take time. It will feel difficult. You will feel several emotions. But with commitment to yourself, you can do anything. Now, ladies, let me talk about the focal points that you all need to be focusing in your life if you are making detaching a priority, okay? I know this is the part you guys want. Let's get to it. If something has a hold on you, that means that you are dependent on it for a reason. It is your job to find out where that attachment is coming from. And I know like a lot of people don't want to do the work, but here's the thing. If you detach just to detach, you are going to find yourself in the same position over and over and over again. Is why people find it difficult to be on a consistent path when they want to release things that no longer serve them. When you want to detach and you're holding on to something, something so dearly, it's for a reason. You feel dependent on it. There is a need there. When you get to the core issue and the core root of why do I feel that no matter what I do, I just can't let go of this thing? Where is it stemming from? Usually it's something that happened in our past or something that happened in our childhood. When you do the digging, and here's something else I would advise on this, don't just sit and think and reflect. Get a pen, get a paper, and write things out. Why am I addicted to a person that no longer serves me, a place that no longer serves me, a working environment that no longer serves me? Why am I addicted to work? Where is the attachment coming from? Why do I feel like without this need, without this thing in my life, my needs cannot be fulfilled in a healthy manner? Because what you often find is that sometimes people want to detach from a situation, but then they will find themselves in a similar situation, if not anything, a worse situation than what they currently detached from. Let's say you're in a bad relationship, you detach from that person, but you get into another relationship and it's 10 times worse than what you had before. Do you see the point that I'm trying to make? So unless you are getting into the root cause of where that need is coming from, it's going to be the same story every time, ladies. So emotional detachment or physical detachment, whatever it is you're trying to detach from, is more than just saying, I'm cutting it out of sight, out of mind. It's more than that. Now, there are certain ways that you can go about this. You can go to therapy, you can do heavy self-reflection and shadow work. But one thing I would also advise you ladies to do is to make sure that you write things out. Oftentimes the mind is so consumed by everything that is going on around us that we tend to be forgetful of things. Writing things down will help you to have a reference to come back to, have a place to constantly reflect and know what direction that you can move forward from. When you see on paper what is happening, it can help you. Now, ladies, the next thing I will say to you all is that what you want might not be what is best for you. And when you understand this concept, it makes things 10 times more easier. And I know as humans, sometimes it's hard to just accept that. But in the moment, especially when we're feeling an urgent need for something, we always feel like we know what's best for us. As humans, we can see things with our physical eyes. And even if you're spiritual sometimes and you're connected in that way, it doesn't matter how much you try. There's certain things in life that you cannot see. Sometimes we create this plan in our lives, like we know and we believe that this need is going to fulfill us, this path, this way, this thing, this person, this place. Sometimes, most time, the Most High has a greater plan. Ladies, has there been a time in your life when you just couldn't understand what was happening in your life, but then you look back and you just thank the Most High that the chaos and the confusion and the lack of clarity and the whatever made sense, and everything aligned in such a way that it made sense? In the moment, it doesn't make sense, but later on down the line, we connect the pieces of the puzzle. When you want to emotionally detach from places, people, then when you want to let go, when you have that understanding that this need that I want, that there's something greater out there, there's something better, there's something else that is more fulfilling. When we get attached to a person and we say, this is the person that I want to be with, this is the person that I know I'm destined to be with, don't block your blessings now, because there might be someone else that is way better than what you ever imagined. And we do the same thing with job. I just know this job is perfect for me, but there's something greater waiting for us. I just know this place is perfect for me, this house is perfect for me, this apartment is perfect for me. There might just be something greater out there. When you understand that everything that is for you is always going to be for you, so long as you are working towards it, so long as you are open and receptive to it, it is always going to be for you, and it's almost never going to feel forced. You will align to the things that are for you. When you are open, when you are receptive, when you release control, like I was saying before, I had this tendency of always trying to control the things in my life, control the outcome, control the way things are going to play out in my life. When you understand that some of the things you want may not be what's best for you, you understand that it is your responsibility to be open and receptive to allowing the things that are for you to come into your life. And most times you're not going to know how, so that need to control the way things are has to be released. When you release control, understand this, ladies, there is your plan and then there is the Most High's plan. Distance and slow transitions. Mental distance, physical distance if you can, depending on your situation. When we create distance with the thing that we are trying to let go of, it helps a lot. That is not the only way to detach, is more than that, like I said, but when we create that distance, it helps a lot. If I am trying to heal from someone and always surrounded by the things that I'm trying to heal from, it is going to make a situation 10 times difficult. When I create that distance, whether from people, from certain food, certain habits, when I create that distance, I'm giving myself the opportunity to breathe in again, to regain myself again, to form some sort of clarity on what direction it is that I'm trying to move in. Distance allows you to start anew. And I also added slow transition to this because, ladies, when you do things abruptly, it can have a negative effect. For example, when you want to become healthy, when you want to eat right, or when you abruptly shut things down. I'm saying this because I know I used to do this before. I would stop eating certain foods, I would stop doing certain things abruptly and just have a plan on what it is I'm supposed to follow. But oftentimes, in the long run, I found that that never worked for me. If anything, I would eat more unhealthy foods in the past. In order to make any sort of transition in your life, it's best to do it gradually, slowly. You can find that you put yourself in a situation where you abruptly cut out things or stop doing certain things and it becomes worse than it was before. And I know, ladies, everybody's journey is different, everybody's path is different, the way everybody handles things are different. People can make that cut and it works out for them, while some people need that slow transition. If you are used to eating unhealthy foods, start adding healthier foods into your diet and slowly removing the foods that no longer serve you, because anything that is done abruptly, again, can cause some sort of trigger. It might trigger you to get attached to the thing way worse than you did in the past. So the last thing I wanted to talk to you ladies about is spiritual assistance. Ladies, we cannot do everything on our own. There are certain things that we need assistance from. We need assistance from the Most High for pretty much everything. But when you're trying to make this significant change in your life, when you are trying to release certain things from your life, certain people, certain places, certain things that no longer serve you, like I said, that need can be powerful. And depending on how long you've had that need, some people it has been their whole lives. This isn't something you wake up and you change, like I was saying, the abrupt change, and you're never attached to these things again. It doesn't work that way sometimes. Sometimes it is going to take time. It is going to be difficult, and sometimes we're not going to feel like we have control when we think about releasing things that no longer serve us. Sometimes it's going to feel impossible. This is why I say spiritual assistance from the Most High, from however you identify source in your life, however you identify the power that is greater than you in your life. There's certain things that you cannot do by yourself. So a combination of all these things that I talked about, from understanding why you need this thing that you are attached to, understanding that there is better out there for you, creating that distance and that slow transition into the things that you actually want in your life, and spiritual assistance. A combination of all these things can be helpful when you are trying to release and let go of things that no longer serve you, when you are trying to emotionally or physically detach from situations, people, places, things, habits that aren't serving you anymore. Okay, ladies, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Make sure to follow me on my socials. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Ladies, I appreciate your presence here on my channel. I would like to say thank you, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Do not forget to stay blessed and beautiful, okay? Bye.